Join us for our trip to Cape May at Yacht and Beach Club, where they serve really delicious food in an all-you-can-eat fashion. We also take a trip to Pop Century on a beautiful summer day via the Skyliner, and we take a look at the spring-summer merchandise. One of the best ways to get around Disney, as we have found, is this thing called the Disney Skyliner. And yes, at first, when they opened it, it seemed a little awkward, but once you got used to it, we like it a lot, like a real-life Peter Pan ride. And we went to Cape May for an all-you-can-eat buffet and found ourselves in the middle of a lot of delicious food. And of course, if you have special dietary needs, such as allergies, you can order directly from a chef and it will bring you the food right to your table, so you don't have to eat directly off the all-you-can-eat buffet. The breakfast buffet is well stocked from the minute they open to when they close. So the buffet chefs definitely stay on top of everything and keep the food looking wonderful and full. Let's go over the rest of the buffet offerings. Here you can see eggs, bacon, sausage next to it. You know, they have all of the usual things for breakfast and lots of it, and it's all really good. Obviously they have buckets of ketchup if you ever need that much ketchup. Seasonal pancakes. They have Mickey waffles right there, Mickey Minnie-shaped waffles, and you can get those at Allergy Mickey and Minnie waffles as well. The crepes are delicious. I had a whole bunch of those, and the crepes really are delicious with basically just about everything else at the buffet. Here's maple syrup if you need that, whipped cream, berry sauce, so much more. There's your typical bread station, wheat bread, bagels, etc. Your typical toppings. You've got jelly, cream cheese, orange marmalade, butter, more bread, basically bagels, everything bagel, plain bagel, another toaster. Here are your assorted cheeses and assorted cold cuts. As you can see, that goes really fast. I think they had to replace a few things at the kids station. Chocolate chip pancakes, mini pancakes. Looks like there's potato barrels. There's seasonal fajitas. Those look amazing. Right next to it is tortillas, flowers. Also, it's your salsa and shredded cheese, so you can make your tacos if you like. And dried brown sugar and cranberries. What a nice combination. That's for the oatmeal. And you have your grits going around the corner. As you can see, lots of grits. Granola. You can have all kinds of toppings for your oatmeal cottage cheese. Overnight oats. Those are really good. And the things in the little jars, those are the overnight oats. And you have your fruits and watermelon. All of us had a lot of portions of everything at the buffet, and we had an excellent time. So once we finished our meal, the restaurant was mostly empty. There is no lunch service, but they do have a dinner service, and it was time to take a few quick pictures and video and then head on over to Pop Century. This is the boardwalk view of the entrance and exit to the lobby. Every Disney resort has wayfinding maps inside and outside, so you can get around easily and know where things are, because these resorts tend to be very large and it is easy to get lost even if you've been there several times. You can see it was a beautiful day when we were there, and every resort also has a board of activities, usually several. Here it says Yacht and Beach Club Resort, and from there we moved on to walking towards the Skyliner station at the back entrance of Epcot. As you will see, this is sort of a faster version of that. The actual walk is not that long, but it is. This is not actual time. This is sped up, and I've cut a lot of that walk out. They are working on part of this building, and they put up these posters on the wall here as a decoration, but they are kind of inspirational, and if you read them, they do help, motivate you to start whatever you want in your life and, continue with it, whether it's a business or health or fitness or whatever it is you want. So read those little posters and hopefully be inspired. Here is a cool little bridge. That bridge is something you can walk over and right over to the actual boardwalk section. It's also near the cake bake shop. As you can see, this is sped up, but we are heading towards that Skyliner station, and which is right next to the Parisian section of Epcot. I think this is one of the prettiest views here of the Skyliner, overlooking that beautifully manicured lawn area with that floral pattern. And once in a while the Skyliner does stop, so it will stop sometimes for accessibility reasons and also for bad weather. If it thunders outside, the Skyliner will stop completely and they will rotate everyone off, and then it will be shut down until the thunder has stopped and about 30 minutes after the thunder. So something to keep in mind if you ever do want to ride the Skyliner in bad weather. This view is amazing. This looks so much like being in a European city right here, because you can see like the river effect, and those friendship boats look a lot like the boats that are in European cities for getting around from one place to another. And this is what I call it, kind of the Peter Pan effect. You can literally go over the various resorts and feel like you are Peter Pan, flying high and fast. It's very cool. One of my favorite activities at Disney are these Skyliners on a nice day. Beautiful view of the Riviera and Caribbean resorts, and now we are at the transfer station of the Skyliner, where you can connect to different points and be on your way to other destinations. So sort of like a mini train station or mini airport, but it's specifically for the Skyliner, and it really does go pretty quick. Here's another point that I really like with the Skyliner ride. This lowers over the water, so in case there's an issue, they have to stop the Skyliner, they can get to it via rescue vehicles, but it feels like you're flying right over the water at this point, and it's such a cool effect, because this will conclude right on the bridge between the two resorts of Art of Animation and Pop Century. So landing at the station here, you're between Pop Century and Art of Animation, so you go left to see one and you go right to see the other. So as we turn left, walking out of the gondola station, you could see the gondolas over the water, and now we're heading towards Pop Century lobby and food court area. As you look left out over the water, you can see the bowling pin decorations over the outside stairways. I think this adds a really unique touch to Pop Century, which really defines the various decades that each building is a part of. You can see the path of the running trail on this map that goes between Art of Animation and Pop Century. Early mornings, I've definitely seen a lot of runners take advantage of this path, so it is definitely a great idea. The Hippy Dippy pool is Pop Century's largest pool right outside the main lobby. More fun decorations. These giant yo-yo structures cover the outside stairways. I think these value resorts definitely offer a lot of immersive, detailed theming that I think in many other resorts, even at Disney resorts, are not quite as immersive. Giant Jungle Book characters add a lot of flair to this section of the hotel. Approaching the cafeteria and gift shop section of Pop Century has these cool signs for each decade: 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and a huge Pop Century sign. The Pop Century Resort Activities sign, Mickey tie-dye, marble painting on vinyl, paint your own bowling pin. Pretty cool stuff, things you don't normally find at other resorts. I enter the cafeteria and walk over to the dessert section. It's a small wall that they handle with baked goods and all kinds of cookies, coffee crumb cake, chocolate chip cookies, croissants of all different types, as you can see, M&M cookies, brownie cookies, and I mean the list goes on. So much good stuff. Mickey cinnamon rolls, those are always good. Color bars, I've not had those, but I've had many other things in this case, and those are awesome right there. Your chocolate croissants, have your chocolate chip muffins. That's a blueberry muffin, that's a Mickey brownie. On the right it was peanut butter and jelly croissant, flashback oatmeal cookie, regular croissant. So this updated section of Pop Century handles specialty beer, draft beer, cocktails, and many other. You can see the color bar, you can see the various cookies, ice cream, cinnamon rolls, latte. Here's a cool little popcorn bucket, shape of a character vehicle. Looks like it has Donald and many of the other characters on the side. I think Mickey's driving the vehicle. I walk around the corner to the gift shop. As you can see, they have all the gift shop things you can imagine. Keychains by the dozen, a lot of cool merch, a lot of baseball merch this year. I like that shirt, 1971, definitely from when the park opened for $79.99. That's a really eye-catching design with the black with the red and yellow. Here's another one with the red background. This is Minnie Mouse hat, 1971 on it as well. Same price, $79.99. So it's definitely a collectible as well as something you can wear at Disney and around the resort. Here's some fun Stitch merchandise. Really cool Stitch mugs and Stitch shirt right below it. 626 on the front with Stitch on the sleeves, and $69.99. As you can see, Stitch merch is definitely very popular. Around the corner from it on the same display, this looks like kind of a plain but nice retro corporate mug design, $16.99. Moving down below it, a Walt Disney World yellow with the teacups on it. That's a really eye-catching design, $79.99 with the yellow with the blue. Walking over to another area, find a 2026 Mickey Minnie hat in white. That's pretty cool looking. I like that design. Looks like kind of a celebration design on it. I think I'm looking for the price at this point of $24.99. Right below it, something thicker, a little bit heavier. It's a hoodie for $69.99. Definitely a kind of a celebratory. I think it represents some kind of celebration in front of the castle, so I like that. Very happy. Mickey plush with the 2026 on the shirt for $29.99. This is very cute. Like around the corner, there's an embroidered hat with all of the park iconic buildings on it. So that one is $32.99. That looks pretty comfortable, especially in cooler weather. Here what looks like a summer shirt with all of the various theming on it. Looks like there's Toy Story theming for $69.99. Walk over to Tinkerbell and Mickey Mouse summer towels for $34.99. These will look really awesome. I think overall the merch selection has improved over the last year at Pop Century, so certainly has to have the prices, but at least the merch is also, I think, of higher quality. Another Disney tumbler has the various characters Mickey on it. This is $29.99, as you can see. Great idea for walking around with whatever beverage you like. Here's a jacket, Walt Disney World, various stripes, kind of late 70s, early 80s vibes. Like this hat, $36.99. Might be a little bit dark in the summer, but it looks like a well-made hat that I think will last a while. Walking over to the wall of hats. So many cool hats. There's a jean hat. I like that. Nice and simple. It's Mickey at the front. Also a nice simple hat with Mickey in various colors. And here's the giant Goofy hat. I think they've had that design for years. Disney has a lot of socks and Crocs sections. So take your pick. $19.99. You have a variety of different sock patterns, styles, and characters on them. Stitch and Mickey and so on. Pretty cool. Moving on to the wall of ears. As you can see, these are the styles that are popular right now. You have all different colors from greens, blues, the popular red and black, various backpacks, Monster as You. I think this is really nice. I think if you're a kid or even a teenager, I mean, heck, I've seen adults wearing this. It's $90, a little pricey, but you know, it does add a lot of flair to your outfit. Winnie the Pooh characters on Loungefly. This is very cute. Looks like you have all of the Pooh characters, and on the side you have more decoration. They are definitely famous for decorating the backpacks all the way around, and even on the zipper handle it says Loungefly. Very nice touch. I love these early retro style decorations. Looks like something from the early 80s. Mannequin displaying a jean jacket with Mickey on the back. That looks pretty nice. That's also kind of a retro style from the early 80s, late 70s. And your regular t-shirt with the Disney characters on it. All pretty nice. Walking over to what appears to be a fancy mug with almost every character I can think of crammed onto one mug. So it's very busy, but if you want a mug for $16.99 that has almost every popular character, well, there you go. Another mannequin wearing a summer t-shirt with all the characters on it. You have the Pop Century Resort merchandise right here with tumblers and hoodies and mugs. So a whole collection right here. This is the cool monorail mug with the twisted handle. I like it. It's three-dimensional. Characters actually have some dimension to them on the outside, as you can see from the side. Tinkerbell also has some dimension to it. I think this is one of the best mugs I've seen this year. It's $22.99. So it's definitely a cool mug. I think that it's definitely collectible. Here's the gang riding in a vehicle, what appears to be in front of the castle, for $59.99. A backpack for your kids, the teacup and everything on it, very nicely decorated, and it is, I'm trying to get the tag, $34.99. Looking at the lobby after the remodel, they removed all of the cool decorations that used to be on the wall, and now it's been replaced with colorful wallpaper. So I think, in my opinion, the lobby is definitely a lot plainer than it used to be, but still kind of colorful. They added the words Nido to behind the desk and this plain green wall. So there you have it. That was the update to Pop Century's lobby. Everything pop right there. At least the sign still looks very fun and still has sparkly lights in it. Alright, on the way out, take a look at the redecorated Pop Century area. You can see the new tables, the new booths, and the areas in the middle. The Pop Century Resort Activities board. As you can see, there's a lot of different things to do. Many of the activities were on that washboard sign before, and so on, but this has a little more detail and more of the times and days spread out. So you can see there's also a glow party activity. Leaving Pop Century, see the big pop sign, big giraffe, heading over to the gondolas. We fly over the water over the lake, and now we're heading over to Hollywood Studios to take the friendship boat back to where we started. We pass a sign for the friendship boats indicating Yacht and Beach Club. Take the friendship boat back to the boardwalk area, and now we are about to get off at the boardwalk and back to Yacht and Beach. So this little gift shop has a lot of items. It's very cute. Basically, it's kind of a cozy little gift shop. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but it has a lot of resort specific merch, as you can see, and also a lot of Disney merch. So if you don't like shopping in the big stores, this is kind of a nice place to get things from the Beach Club Resort, because most often you're not going to have to battle big crowds, unlike the Disney Springs store or one of the other huge stores at the parks. They also have some snacks and some other to-go items that you can purchase here, as well as beverages and sodas. So it's a nice little gift store with a snack section combined. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.